You can't handle the truth.
Hello everybody, my name is Ifan Yuban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. This is a channel where we'll teach you personal effectiveness, self-mastery, and how to create, grow, and manage your wealth. Today we want to talk about the fears that are holding you back. Those fears that are preventing you from achieving success or attaining your full potential. Those fears that you need to let go of. Now, everybody is afraid of one thing or the other. It's okay to be afraid, as long as you don't allow that fear to define you, don't allow that fear to control you. But some of these fears are so prevalent today, and they are so strong that they define people's actions, they define people's lives, and you really need to let go of those fears. There are 5 of them that I want to tackle, and the first of those fears is fear of failure. Now, fear of failure affects a lot of people, and because of it, people don't even try. A lot of people have good ideas, they have good intentions, but they don't try because they're afraid to fail. In fact, I read a book where it says that the average number of times that people try is less than 1 because people are so afraid to fail. Don't let yourself be so afraid to fail that you don't even try. It is better to try and fail than not to try at all. Okay, fear of failure is very powerful. There's a clinical term for it. It's called atikiphobia, and it is very powerful. It holds a lot of people. It defines a lot of people's lives. Don't let it define yours. The second fear that you need to let go of is fear of rejection. Fear of rejection. A lot of people are afraid of being rejected. That's why they don't make that first move. That's why they don't, they don't make that first contact. They don't grow their network because they don't want to be rejected. You have a good idea at the place of work. You don't prefer it, you don't bring it out, you don't propose it to your bosses because you're afraid of being rejected. There is that person in your office that you like so much, or that person in your area that you like so much. You see that person, you love that person, you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, but you do not approach that person because you're afraid of being rejected. It's called avoidant personality disorder, and you should not let that define you. Don't let that hold you back. Okay, fear of rejection is actually a very powerful fear, and you should fight it whenever you experience it. Take that chance, go out, make that move, talk to that person, okay, make that proposal. The worst that will happen, play the worst game scenario. I play that game a lot. What is the worst that could happen? Okay, so I say something, I make a move, and they shoot me down. Well, life goes on. That's not the end of life. It's gonna hurt for a bit, but then life goes on. So you need to learn how to overcome that fear of rejection. The third fear that holds a lot of people back that you need to let go of is the fear of embarrassment. Fear of embarrassment is actually so powerful in some people. There is a medical term for it. It's called catagalophobia. It's a very powerful condition in some people. They don't want to be embarrassed. It causes stage fright. Okay, it causes social anxiety. People they are not ready to go out because they don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to stand in front of people and speak because they don't want to be embarrassed. And as a result, you lose a lot of opportunities. You lose chances that could make you successful, that could advance your career, advance your business, advance your life. Don't let the fear of embarrassment define you. Fight that fear. The fourth fear that you need to let go of is the fear of sickness and death. Now, when I was suffering from anxiety disorder, I used to have very severe frights, very severe episodes where I would be afraid of something happening to me, falling sick and dying. It's actually called thanatophobia. It was named after the mythical Greek deity Thanatos, the god of death. And it's a very powerful fear. It can prevent you from going out, can prevent you from, eating right, from doing exercise, from enjoying the company and the love of your friends and your family. Don't let that fear define you. I went through it. It was terrible. I don't want anybody to suffer it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Don't let the fear of illness and death define you. Take care of yourself, take care of your health, all right? Do some exercise, eat right, go for your medical checkups, get health insurance, okay? And when you have those things in place, then you always remember that, yes, you are doing your part. Everybody's going to pass away eventually one day, but just remember that you are doing your part. You're going to live a quality and fulfilled life as long as, God wills for you. So do not let the fear of death or the fear of illness define you. Now, the fifth fear that you need to let go of, and this one I'm speaking specifically to millennials and Gen Z people, it affects them a lot, and that is the fear of missing out. They call it FOMO, fear of missing out. You are so afraid of not being part of something, of missing out on something, that you are just running around frantically. You are having feelings of anxiety, you're having feelings of envy and jealousy. It's a very powerful fear. It can hold you, and one of the things that causes fear of missing out is spending too much time on social media, following too many events, following too many trends on social media, it can affect you negatively. So you need to cut down on the social media, cut down on the browsing, cut down on consuming online content if you don't want to experience fears or fear of missing out, or FOMO as they call it. So those are 5 fears that may be holding you back, and you need to let go of them if you want to move forward. How do you see this video? If this video is helpful at all, please go ahead and click like. Share this video with somebody who needs it. And at this point, I want to say something. I am not a licensed therapist. I'm not a psychologist. If you find yourself experiencing any of these fears the way I described them, then you need to speak to your medical practitioner, speak to your HMO, let them refer you to an expert who's going to help you deal with these fears, and then you will not have them as problems in your lives. My name is Ifan Yoban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. I wish you a prosperous week ahead. Please live your life free of fear. All right, go out and live your best life. Achieve the success that is that is meant for you. And I'll see you next week, God willing, with more tips and more information on how you can live a better, happier, and more successful life with peace of mind. Namaste.